Good afternoon, and of course, many thanks for joining us this very brilliant and amazing Saturday. Welcome to the On the Sports Show. My name is Auma Evans, and as always, every Saturday we put on those sporty shoes as we take you through some of the sporty action across the country and of course beyond our borders. And of course, talking about some of the most amazing and epical sporting show that we have lined up for you today. Remember, today we have a final, the Kenya Cup, between the regulars, Kabras Sugar RFC and KCB RFC. Now, this is one of the most competitive and fierce battles between the two teams. Remember, they met in the Kenya Cup regular season and they drew 10-10, and of course that particular match was halted due to bad weather. Today, another opportunity presents itself for either KCB or Kabras to be declared the winner. For Kabras, they are aiming their 5th straight title in the Kenya Cup, and of course KCB will be out to spoil the party. But the big question is, will they be able to at least manage what they have not been able to at least do it for the last 3 seasons in a row? Remember, the last time these two teams met in the Kenya Cup final was in the year 2024, where KCB, of course, they were beaten 5-29 in the finals by this very dominant and empathetic team. Of course, empathetic in their dominance when it comes now to snatching titles, especially at a very dying stage of this Kenya Cup Premier League action. But don't forget, these are two of the most decorated teams in the Kenya Cup. You remember, if you follow the history recently, they are the most well established in terms of resources when it comes now to the structure of the clubs itself, and of course this has been reflected over time in their performance. But the last 4 seasons in a row, it has been Kabras Sugar show. This time round, it's a very very familiar encounter, but this time different dynamics plays. Remember, KCB, they have a blended version of players, experience and of course the newbies. And of course, when you consider the type of rugby that they have been playing this particular season, it can tell you that it's not going to be usual for the Kabras Sugar. But this particular moment, it's really hard to tell which team will, at the end of the day, carry the Kenya Cup title. Will it be the KCB or will it be Kabras Sugar? Of course, continuing with their party and of course their show of dominance. This time round, the title will elevate them. Remember, KCB are eyeing their 9th Kenya Cup title. The most decorated team in terms of titles are the Nordids with 19 cup titles, followed by Impala with 10, then KCB, and of course we have Kabras Sugar, who by all means they want to prove a point that indeed they are not a team to take it lightly, and they are here to stay and stake their dominance, and of course just to stamp the authority as one of the most decorated rugby teams of our day, of our modern history. And that particular match will be played at exactly 3 p.m. East African time, and of course it will be played at that is Kakamega ACK showground, where KCB will square it out with Kabras Sugar in a blockbuster Kenya Cup final set for May 2026. That is today. So all roads will be leading to Kakamega. The regular season, the regular tickets for regulars 200 shillings, for VIP 1,000 shillings for that. And of course, it's going to be an epitome of encounter between these two teams in the Kenya Cup finale. This is now the grand finale, and of course their dominance is what we have witnessed in the most recent years, from 2023 spanning all the way to 2026. Kabras dominating and of course challenging for this title. Until this point tunaweza sema hawana saizi yao lakini KCB wanataka kuprove this time round wanna fit the bill. Will they give Cabras a run for their money? That is the big question. And away from now the rugby scene, remember today we have a very interesting matches, both mostly in the Kenya Cup, in the Kenya Premier League, I beg your pardon. We have the first fixture will be played actually tomorrow on Sunday, where we'll be having a very interesting fixtures pitting the Kenya Premier League giants, record champions Gor Mahia, who of course are the league leaders right now, against the defending champions Kenya Police, in one of the most competitive assignment for Gor, because everything is at stake for Gor Mahia. Remember, they want to lift this title and they are very close, but of course as they edge closer they'll be facing another difficult hurdle, that is in the name of Kenya Police, the defending champions, who beat Shabana FC in the quarterfinals of Mozart Bet Cup. And of course now they'll be marching to the final, to the semi-finals of Mozart Bet Cup. Now with that confidence, it boosts their morale and of course their psyche when it comes now to meeting. The last time these two teams met, back then in 2025, that is no, not in the 2025 but in the previous season, of course, prior to this particular season, when of course Gor Mahia won against Kenya Police, when Kenya Police were lifting the title, that is in 2025. Of course they drew 1-1 in a very it was one of the most emotional football matches that you could actually watch, because regardless of the outcome of that particular match, Kenya Police were eventually the champions. And of course, to add insult to Gor Mahia's injury, it was Gor Mahia who are actually parading the title for them, and you can imagine now the kind of emotion and reaction that it elicited, given the fact that by the virtue of you being the most decorated team and competitive at that matter, and your rivals at that particular time, then you parade the title for them. That was one of the most devastating scenes for Gor Mahia supporters, that they wish that particular nightmare will not repeat itself, maybe in the coming days and in the near future. But today present yet another amazing opportunity for Gor Mahia to exact or to execute revenge. And this time round, even though the circumstances are not so much familiar, but they meet a very determined Kenya Police team, the one that is ready to spoil the party for Gor. Now, all pressure and everything is at stake for Gor Mahia, because it's a win or everything is at stake, and of course they must win this particular match if they really want to fancy their chances of lifting the 2025-2026 Kenya Premier League crown. Remember, another team that is piling pressure on Gor Mahia is FC Leopards, the second place in that one, in that particular order. So they must win this if they want to actually fancy their chances, and we still have a couple of matches of course lined up for you, especially in the Kenya Premier League. All matches will be played on Sunday, that is tomorrow, and I'll be bringing you an in-depth analysis of that and what to expect as far as the Kenya Premier League matches are concerned, of course the fixtures. And now the highlight of this particular weekend, we have a very interesting encounter between Chelsea and of course Liverpool. When I say interesting at this particular point, I don't think it's really that interesting, because for Chelsea, I think they have lost the psyche, the momentum. They are a very demotivated team, and of course they are not that competitive, especially this particular season. But for Liverpool, they have really had their share of challenges this particular season, and not another very interesting team, if you ask me. They are the defending champions, but this season They have really struggled when it comes now to competing for the title. It's fair to say the title is pretty much gone, and of course the only team that will be competing for the title this particular season, it's Arsenal and Manchester City. But for Chelsea and Liverpool, today's encounter is fighting for the glory, and of course fighting for the badge, fighting for dominance. Of course, each team will be wanting to stake their dominance. In the last 7 encounter, of course, the last 2, it has been a success encounter for Chelsea, and the previous encounter, of course, Liverpool really dominated these clashes. Today it presents yet another opportunity for Chelsea to bounce back from defeat. 6 defeats in a row, and of course the most devastating thing about Chelsea, especially in their last 6 encounters, they have only at least managed to register just a single goal in their 6 encounters, and the kind of goals that they have let in, well, in their last previous 5 matches, 11 goals. If you add their last yenye walipigwa na Nottingham Forest, that is 13 goals in 6 matches for World Cup champions, for a team that decorates itself in crafting the art of winning something, especially in each subsequent season. So will they bounce back from defeat? And this is where we ask, of course, our question of the day: do you think Chelsea has what it takes to actually challenge and, of course, register a win against Liverpool? Do you think it's Chelsea who will reign supreme, or Liverpool? Keep talking to us on all of our social media platforms. We'll love to hear your thoughts and comments in regard to this particular fixture. This is the highlight of this particular weekend, the battle of the Titans between these 2 teams. When they meet, always we see a lot of some of the most amazing footballing actions. Remember, these 2 teams, they pride themselves in one of the most expensive teams in terms of expenditure when it comes to budget. The amount of money that Liverpool spend in revamping their squad is quite enormous. When you talk about Chelsea, well, the evidence is quite well clear for you to see. So who do you think will carry the day? Is it Chelsea or Liverpool? That particular match is actually 1 minute past kickoff, and of course we'll be bringing you up to date with what is happening, and of course as far as which team stands in terms of head, shoulder, by all pedigree, who will emerge the victorious today. Well, early kickoff inakwanga na maswara. Najua a lot of people are rooting for Liverpool to beat Chelsea. There is a common phrase that is actually surfacing: Chelsea are the generous donors. So kumekuwa na talks that today pia watakuwa na donate free points to Liverpool, but what I know, football is all about 90 minutes, and sometimes it's a team that makes mistakes, and the one that capitalizes on those mistakes is the one that usually carries the day. So will it be Chelsea or will it be Liverpool? Time will tell. Anyway, so at this particular point, I want to take you to some of the stories that will be making the basis of our show today. Alright, so now we begin with Matters Rugby. Now, Kenya Cup defending champions Kabras Sugar RFC will take on KCB RFC in the Kenya Cup final at the ACK Showground on Saturday. Both teams are leaving nothing to chance ahead of what is expected to be a fierce battle between 2 of the most decorated rugby clubs in the country. KCB will be seeking their first Kenya Cup title since 2021. The Bunkers' last appearance in the final was in 2024, where they were hammered by Cabras 29-5 in the Kenya Cup final, whereas Cabras will be hunting for their 5th straight Kenya Cup in a row to stake their claim as rugby powerhouse in the country. Haya, habari ndio hiyo sasa for Cabras. This is their 5th title that they are eyeing today. Remember, they have won 4 in a row, back to back, since 2022 until 2025. So this time round, this will be their 5th title if they win it. But KCB, the last time they won the title was in 2021, and of course they want it very badly, and they want to make a statement, and of course they'll be exacting revenge over what they were, they lost in the year 2024 in the finals, 29-5 in the finals. Well, that was a very painful defeat, and today another opportunity presents itself for them to revenge. So will they be able to at least punish Cabras and snatch this particular cup and actually spoil the party for Cabras, or the show continues for Cabra Sugar? Well, wait and see. That particular match will be kicking off at exactly 3 p.m. East African time, and we'll be sure to bring you up to speed with the latest information as event unfolds in Kakamega. Now, let's move on. The Kenya Paralympic powerlifter Helen Wawira is set to fly the country's flag at the upcoming Oran 2026 African Open Championship schedule for May 21st to 24th in Oran, Algeria. The Continental Championship is expected to attract top para-powerlifting athletes from across Africa, with Wawira targeting a gold medal that could strengthen her qualification campaign for the 2026 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. Wawira, who competed in the under 45 kilometers category, is also keeping her sight firmly on the 2028 Summer Paralympics, with the Algerian competition forming a crucial step in her qualification journey towards the global showpiece. The Kenyan lifter heads into the championship carrying an impressive international record. In 2025, she clinched a silver medal at the World Para-Powerlifting Championship in Cairo, Egypt. Earlier in 2022, she won gold at the Open American Championship before later securing a bronze at the 2022 Commonwealth Games.
Okay, saa hii na prepare kwenda Algeria ambayo ni regional championship. Hiyo ni Africa. Itakuwa tuseme nimebakisha 1.5 weeks. Itakuwa I think kutoka 21st, mimi na compete 21st na natumai naenda kufanya vizuri. Ingine sasa itakuwa Commonwealth Games ambayo ni mwezi wa 7, na kwa sababu nimeshiriki Commonwealth so na niliwin medal, natumai ya kwamba naenda kuperform vizuri. Kwa sababu nilipata bronze, natumai nitapata gold. 2022 nilishiriki Open American Championship ambapo niliwin gold, nilikuwa huko Amerika. Na 2022 bado nilienda nikashiriki Commonwealth Games ambayo ilikuwa Birmingham, nilitoka na bronze. Na 2025 last year nilienda championship ambayo ilikuwa Egypt, nikatoka number 2. Challenges zenye niko nazo so far sasa ni nikisema ile major ni bench, kwa sababu bench ambayo tunafaa kutumia kwa Paralympic ni pana kuliko hii ambayo natumia. Kwa hivyo bench ndo sana challenge na weights. Kwa sababu kama saa hii tukienda competitions tunakuanga na tule kidogo kama 1 kg, lakini hapa hatuna. Kwa sababu sofa nikiangalia kategori yangu mimi na compete under 45 kg, break record ya 125 na sofa mimi nainua 115 of which natumai nikipata hizo weight ama bench performance yangu itakuwa nzuri.
Kitu ya kwanza, challenge kubwa kwanza tuko nayo sana ni bench, sababu bench yenye tunatumia si disability friendly. Hii bench ukiangalia ni kakonde kidogo, na tunataka ile bench pana yenye inaweza mshikilia vizuri, yenye iweze mpea injury. Hii si nzuri sana, although tunasukuma nayo juu tuko na target na tuko na kazi iko mbele yetu kwanza tunataka kufanya. Mambo ya diet inasumbua kidogo, sababu unajua pia yeye ni na haso anauza viatu, ana haso hapa town. So akipata wahisani yenye wanaweza tolewa msaidie tu na diet, sponsors tuko open, wanaweza kuja wamsaidie na aweze kusukuma nchi yetu. Jua represent nchi yetu countries nyingi sana. Amewin a lot of medals. Akona more than 15 medals for this country, of which ni mimi kulingana na mimi namchukulia kama hero. Ni mtu mwenye anafaitia country yake kama wale athletes wengine tu wenye ni able. Ni vile hatujaza kumpa hiyo support yenye anaweza kuwa anahitaji.
Right, we wish Wawira all the best even as she endeavor to bring glory to Team Kenya and clinch that very crucial ticket to propel her to the global stages. And of course, remember what is at stake is the Commonwealth Games and of course other international competitions that she's eyeing to represent the country. Now to matters anti-doping. Now the Anti-Doping Agency of Kenya, ADAK, has intensified its Clean Sport campaign ahead of the 2026 African Senior Championship in Accra, Ghana, with 67 Team Kenya athletes undergoing an anti-doping education session on Friday. Top of the agenda was athletes' whereabouts and key requirements under the World Anti-Doping Code aimed at protecting clean sports and preventing anti-doping rule violations. The session comes as Kenya continues to strengthen its fight against doping and protect the country's reputation in global athletics. The Africa Senior Championship will be held from May 12th to 17th, 2026 in Accra, Ghana, where Kenya will once again be targeting top honors against Africa's finest athletes. All right, so advocating for clean sports is what we actually calling for, because in recent years Kenya's image has been tainted when it comes to matters doping, and of course these vigorous campaigns against anti-doping is what we should encourage so that we can promote and enforce a clean sports so that athletes can compete on a clean slate without any violation that could lead to Kenya being banned or even facing sanctions. That in the recent years we were threatening that Kenya was actually on the brink of facing international sanctions as a result of its athletes being reported to have in one point used some substance that enhance or rather stimulate their performance, and in that many athletes were facing disciplinary action. But for the last 2 years, Kenya has really worked hard to make sure that it's cleaning its house and maintain its reputation as one of the most decorated athletic sporting house in the country. Now let's move on. Team Kenya Safari Simbas are the overall winners of the 8-day Sokoke Forest Mtiba Challenge cycling tournament. Joseph Kamau led Team Simbas to a 3-win sweep in the 80-kilometer race, which drew over 100 participants across the country. The annual competition is held to raise money for the preservation of the Arabuko Sokoke Forest and Mida Creek mangrove ecosystem, as well as to provide bursaries to talented and deserving students who live within the forest and the creek.
The Sokoke MTB Challenge has been happening for 8 years now, and our tagline is Racing for Conservation. We are racing to take students who live within 3 kilometers of the Arabuko Sokoke forest to school. So we provide them with eco bursaries that allow them to go to school, and in turn they conserve the Arabuko Sokoke forest.
This weekend we have been doing the Sokoke mountain bike here at the coast, and the Arabuko Sokoke mountain bike. It's a good race, a mountain bike one. Now this year it was a three-stage race. The one was a time trial at 12 kilometers circuit. Day 2 was 55 kilometers, and day 3 was today. The last stage was 80 kilometers, endurance kilometers. So the race from the first day, it was quite a short course, but normally it's a time. It's like a time trial. It's the fastest rider who rides the 12 kilometers wins the race. So the first stage, I won it, and my teammates came 2 and 3 and 4. The second day, we all came, all of us 1, 2, 3 from the team Safari Simbas, and today also we came 1, 2, 3.
Tumeweza kuona hawa watu wa Rocha ambao sana sana wanadili na mambo ya conservation wakiwa wameshirikiana na sponsors wengine kutuletea mashindano ya baiskeli. Hii mashindano hapa inafanyika kama huu ni mara ya 8 hii mashindano kufanyika hapa. Na kusema kweli tumepromote sana huu mtaa wa Total Bay. Huu mtaa saa hii umekuwa international, watalii wengi kuja kabisa watamu, especially kwa hii mashindano ya baiskeli. Saa hii kuna watu wamerudi tu saa hii ambao wameenda 80 kilometers, wamezunguka huko around, na pia tukiangalia imesaidia kufundisha watoto shule, mahifadhi ya mazingira iko sawa.
The mountain bike edition is growing, and all the other activities with Air Rocha have been doing great, and I think it's been a great sensitization through the racing. And we see now the development of the event into 3-day tour. Day 1, day 2, day 2, day 3 stage races. And also it's been an honor to see the participation, also the quality of the race, the quality of the riders, the quality of organization, and all the work that is being done by the organizers.
All right, now let's talk matters football. Now, Kevin Wangaya has been named April's Kenya Premier League Player of the Month after scoring 3 goals and providing 4 assists in unbeaten run for Nairobi United. Now, Calvin beat teammates Michael Karamor and other nominees, including APS Bomet Edward Masembe and Daniel Ogembo of Police FC, to win the award. The Kenya Under-20 international became the second youngest player to win the monthly accolade, following his compatriot, that is Kariobangi Sharks teenager sensation Humphrey Aroko, who claimed the award in February at the age of 17.
God for this opportunity to be able to be Player of the Month in the SportPesa Premier League, April. It hasn't been easy, but I thank my teammates also. The whole team, Nairobi United, technical bench, each and everyone who was involved in this. It's an award for Nairobi United because without them I wouldn't be able to be the Player of the Month. So thanks to the Nairobi United team and everyone around me. It's how you prepare yourself mentally and also on the field. Yeah, because you have to work hard to get the results. So I think for me it's just working hard and putting God first. Each game counts, so we're still not done. I think we also have a goal we want to be at the end of the season, and the rest will come from the coach. But I'm ready, and I think I'll make it just by working hard and putting God first. It's so good to see other people also perform well, like Humphrey Aroko, of which we played with him in the national team, and I was also happy for him. Also for now, I'm also happy for myself and for the team for this award. It has shown itself this season because the young players are stepping up and also trying to prove something, that the young players also need chances to play in the Premier League, of which now we are showing it in the Premier League. And also I would like to encourage the other young players to keep working hard. It's not easy, so you just have to work hard and you can play hard. For me, it means a lot to me. It's so special. yeah, it gives me motivation to keep going and also to keep working hard for more in the future.
Wow, wonderful to see young talents, especially the likes of Calvin, and of course winning or being recognized for his outstanding performance, scoring 3 goals and of course helping his team to remain unbeaten in the month of April. That is quite an achievement for such a young player, and he is the second young player to be actually fated with such an accolade after Humphrey Aroko of Kariobangi Sharks. Now, the door is open for many youngsters to challenge for this and of course to aim for the sky, knowing pretty well that the sky is never the limit and everything is possible as long as you put your mind and of course you work with due diligence and passion. You can achieve your goals. So congratulations to Kevin Wangaya for that outstanding performance in the month of April, and we do hope that moving forward we'll be seeing him receiving many awards in the process. Now, still matters football. Now, the Football Kenya Federation, that is FKF, has warned media houses against publishing statements about the federation from individuals who are neither the federation's president nor the secretary general. The federation issued this warning after its president, Hussein Mohammed, held a meeting with the National Assembly's Sports Committee. In a statement to the media house, FKF announced that it will take strict action against individuals who release information without following the proper protocols. This comes amid ongoing internal wrangles within the federation.
In regards to the vice president, it is in the public domain that there was an attempted coup while I was away in Kampala. Surprisingly enough, we were in that in those meetings together. I never got any indication there was trouble in the backyard, but it is what it is, and I think based on that, then they were not able to attend this particular meeting, but I went with the
All right, when you listen and even watch the story of Football Kenya Federation, as a Kenyan and a football fan and a football enthusiast, sometimes you might be tempted to shed tears. The way the name of our beautiful football sometimes is tainted and dragged to the mud by self-centered individuals, and the best you can do is just pray that things will actually change, and maybe one day we'll get a better federation that will be managed with sober leaders in a sober manner, and of course a federation that will put the interest of local leagues at heart rather than self-interest and power. That is my humble prayer, and maybe one day I'll live the dream. I'll live to see the dream actually, materialized. Probably, if not today, maybe just maybe in the near future. Now, the Kenya Premier League leaders Gor Mahia will take on the defending champions Police FC in one of the heavyweights showdown in the SportsPesa Premier League. Kogalo heads into the fixture with a 1-0 victory over Kakamega Homeboys in the last weekend's clash, where Nicholas Muyoti's led charge boost a 1-0 victory in the last weekend's tie against Shabana FC in the Mozart Bet Cup. In other matches set for tomorrow, Mathare United will travel to Bomet to take on APS Bomet, while winless Bidco United will be out to fight for their dear life in their quest to dangle relegation when they travel to Nairobi to face off Tusker RFC, or rather Tusker FC, as KCB and Bandari FC face off at Ruaraka.
Maandalizi yamekuwa mazuri, hata sasa tumemaliza, so kila mtu ako sawa, kuna injuries, so alhamdulillah tunashukuru na we are ready for tomorrow. But right now I think game itakuwa ngumu, itakuwa tofauti, itakuwa kama the first leg. Tunajua Gor Mahia have a very good team, they are very tough, so we are prepared physically and mentally for tomorrow's game.
Mwanzo ligi lazima tujaribu tumalize in a good position because kuna mali calculator ingiani, lakini kuna mali inaingiana, so tunafaa kungangana tumalize in a good position. About Mozart Cup, I think ni finali 2 tu tuko nayo, na Mwenyezi Mungu atujalia tushinde finali 2. Hiyo ni semi-finals na finali, na maanisha tutakuwa tumesharudi kwa kucheza CAF. So ni hayo tu, watu wangangane, tupambane, tu train na tujue tuko na finali 2, na pia hizo games zibaki za ligi ni finali kwetu. Tumalize in a good position na Mungu akijalia pia tushinde Mozart Cup.
I think from the time I came, the progression has been very well. The confidence has been growing, and I'm happy what the players are giving. I think the output is very positive, and just looking into this match, we are not done with the title. I think we are still in it. We are still fighting, and we'll fight till the end. And of course, tomorrow's match against Gor Mahia is a perfect opportunity for us to send a good statement. I believe my players are ready, and just the fact they're facing Gor Mahia is a good motivation in itself. The boys know that the league is running away from them, but they've told me that they're still in it. So the fight is still on, and also for the cup. I think for the league, we have to keep pushing till the final match, and for the cup, same. I think the cup brings a different competition, and yeah, we've prepared very well, and I hope I'm counting on my players to make sure that we are winners of the cup.
All right, those are very strong sentiments from Kenya Police head coach Nicholas Muyoti, and of course captain, just giving their views in regard to tomorrow's clash, which is a big one in the Kenya Premier League. Remember, these two teams will be meeting in what is promising to be one of the most entertaining football of our modern day when it comes to Kenya Premier League. Gor Mahia will be out there to hunt for their title, and of course to extend, or rather to stretch, the gap between them and of course the second place, that is FC Leopards. And of course it's a very emotional and I know stakes are very high, and we'll just wait to see how the event will pan out to be. But from the Kenya Police point of view, they are very ready for this, they are prepared, but make no mistake, they are very wary, and they know of the kind of threat that Gor Mahia possess, and of course will be presenting to them. So they are very ready for this encounter, but nonetheless they still have something in store for them, which they really target this particular season, that is the Mozart Bet Cup. They're already in the semi-finals, and of course remember, whoever wins this particular tournament will be representing the country in the Confederation of Africa Football, that is the CAF Confederation Cup. This is the equivalent version of Europa League, and of course the league leaders will be representing the country in CAF Champions League. Now, quick one, matches in the Kenya Premier League matches that we have this particular weekend. Of course, remember the matches will be played on Sunday, that is tomorrow. Gor Mahia will be taking on Kenya Police, while Tusk FC will take on Bidco United. Then KCB will take on Bandari FC. Then Murang'a Seals will entertain Kakamega Homeboys. Then on Monday we'll have Posta Rangers who will be playing against that is Sofapaka. So those are the fixtures for this particular weekend, and of course the matches will be played on Sunday tomorrow, and of course on Monday. Now let's switch gears to the English Premier League. Now, after 6 matches in a row without a point, Chelsea will be hoping to bounce back from defeat, and right now, well, it's hope, because already they're already trailing behind with 1 goal against Liverpool, in another very sad encounter between the two sides in the English Premier League. Well, this is an early kickoff that kicked off at exactly 2:30 p.m. East African time. Now, in other encounters or other fixtures of the day, Pep Guardiola side Manchester City will be out to seek 3 points in a crucial game against Brentford at Etihad to keep their title credential alive, as the high-flying Manchester United will take on Sunderland at Stadium of Light on Sunday. League leaders Arsenal will travel to London Stadium to face off their city rivals, that is West Ham United, in a London derby, as Tottenham Hotspurs rub shoulders against Leeds, among other fixtures lined up for this weekend. Alright, so in the English Premier League update, Liverpool 1, Chelsea 0. Well, ni mbaya, ni uchungu, lakini anyway, ligi inakaribia kuisha, so tuanze afresh. Guys, as you know, tumekuwa na my issues. Unajua pia nyumba, by the way, actually hata tujaoa bado. Tuko tu na mama wa kambo, ndo ana try kuona kama atapanga nyumba ikue, tuone nyumba itakuwa aje. But all in all, this season inafaa ishe as soon as possible, because sisi kama mashabiki wa Chelsea tunaumia sana. Tunaumia. In fact, tumechoka and we need a break. And hiyo story yao ati sisi ni generous donors, mazee hiyo story hainibambi, lakini msijali, better days are coming. This is just one of those days in English tunasema bad day in office, and things will be better. Don't worry, msiai lose hope. You remember there is a time tulimaliza season number 10, tukaenda tukashinda ligi. Nani anakumbuka? Actually it was in 2015-2026. Antonio Conte akakuja hapo, tukabeba ligi man. From there then success ikaanza kutufollow, tukaenda all the way, tukawin Champions League, tukawin Europa League, tukawin pia FA in the process, tukawin UEFA Conference League, tukawin World Cup, tutawin pia FA. Msijali my guys, bado tuko match in this, and si mnajua finally watu fumble, finally tunakuanga there, so don't worry, things will be fine. Jipe moyo, siai konda. Alafu pia sometimes pia football siai weka kwa roho sana. Hii ni mchezo wa wazungu my guy. Sisi let us cry and bleed for teams like Gor Mahia, FC Leopards, Moranga Seals, KCB, Bandari. Hizo ndo teams zetu my guy. In fact, hizo ndo teams tunafaa to hype. Tunafaa to the hype, because charity begins at home. The pain in maybe let's say which team is losing badly. No, leave alone Chelsea. Hapa in the Kenya Premier League, the team that is losing badly. For example, tuseme KCB, the Money Banks. Unaona the way wanapigwa, wao ni it's a mix of results. Leo wanashinda, kesho hawashindi. You see, hiyo pain sasa, we need to cry. We need to feel like the pain for a team like KCB, Sofapaka, sometimes even Tusk FC, a very strong team and you can have very ardent followers and loyal fans in the country. The way wanna lia, that anger, that emotion, reaction, the hype inafaa kuwe reflected to the Kenya Premier League. Teams zenye tuna affiliate with, teams zenye tuko very close with them and very dear to them. So then kwa teams kama tuseme Chelsea, inafaa tu ituume kidogo, si sana, kidogo tu, because ni mpira wa wazungu guys, msikuwe na mambo mingi. At the end of the day bana, ligi imeenda, it's either Arsenal or Manchester City. So hata tukipigwa, wewe mbona usikie raha ndani yako, wewe kama fan wa Arsenal, wewe kama fan wa Manchester United, fan wa Manchester City, mbona usikie raha? Uchungu yangu mbona ikue raha kwako? We should stand united, especially sisi teams from London. Watu kama Arsenal mnafahamu to support because we are neighbors. Sisi ni city neighbors mazee. Ile time yenye mulikuwa chini, time yenye Arsenal walikuwa chini, ni Chelsea ndio ilikuwa ina carry the London flag tukawin World Cup. Hiyo time yenye Arsenal hata ikuwin anything. Lakini tukisema London is blue, wanajua like it's a London. So London ikivuma pia nyinyi watu wa London mnatusupport. Nyinyi kama Tottenham nyinyi kama Arsenal, maze brotherhood. Lazima tukue united, to stand together. Au sio? Anyway, lakini inauma guys, inauma. So kama wewe ni msupa, if you have a Chelsea boyfriend, take care. Mpatie a lot of love, mtreshe, hug a Chelsea fan, muonyeshe love. You understand? I feel like I'm part of the community. I feel like I'm included because the mental torture and these guys wanapitia, well, God knows. Anyway, so let's take this very short break. When we come back, of course, we'll be diving into Matters Sports Review, and I have a very amazing analyst mwenye atakuwa anatusaidia kuchambua hizi mambo, atuweke sawa. Pengine anaweza tuelezea mbona mambo inafanyika jinsi ilivyo. And by the way guys, mnaona kama maybe is this Arsenal season? It could be. All signs and indication inaonyesha bana maybe this time round, after 20 years in the wilderness, the light finally has come. The light has come. Anyway, but tuko na how many matches to go? Only I think 4. 1-1. Oh, okay. Good. 1-1 guys. Nilikwambia, believe bana. Kweni na it's possible. In fact, prediction yangu very quick. 3-1 in favor of Chelsea. Now you'll tell me guys, we kutaenda hivyo. Anyway, so let's take this very short break. When we come back, of course, we'll be updating you with what is happening across the country and beyond our borders. Remember the Kenya Cup final between Cabras and of course KCB is down right now. That final is underway. Remember, this is it's the battle of the Titan in the Kenya Rugby Premier League between two of the most decorated teams. KCB wamekuwa na very stellar season this particular season. Same case with Cabras Sugar, but this time round we don't know who will lift the title. Is it Cabras ama ni KCB? Remember, for Cabras, if they win, this will be their 5th straight Kenya Cup title. Hawana mwenyewe. Anyway, so let's take this very short break. We'll be back with more.
So my name is Jakub Petri. I'm Associate Professor in the Institute of Philosophy of Jagiellonian University in Krakow, Poland. And I'm the main coordinator of the CAFE project, which is being here hosted by Kenyatta University.
My name is Ewa Hudoba. I am a project manager in this consortium. Keep watching cutting-edge research at Kenyatta University Television.
Miti miti, panda panda, miti miti. Our planet's future is in our hands. However, there is a threat to the brightness of this tomorrow. On EarthCheck, we share the challenges, the solutions, and the hope.
I would call this a very momentous day, a very critical day.
Every episode, every story, every step we take creates a ripple. Join me, the environmentalist Emmanuel Kutosi, on KUTV every Wednesday at 8 p.m. and be part of EarthCheck. Welcome.
Today, as the world marks the World Nurses Week, we are joined by none other than the CEO of the Kenyatta University Teaching, Research and Referral Hospital, Dr. Zainab Gura.
For KTRH, we've tried to keep the ratio that is actually optimal. We probably have one of the best ratios of patients to nurses in this country.
The role of the nurse in providing your care is very, very diverse. I'll bring it to your attention that the first person that touches a patient at birth is a nurse.
Nursing care is core of patient's care, really. And as a hospital, we have various indicators that helps us to measure and monitor our nursing practices.
Kila safari huanza kwa hatua moja. Bila shaka, dira ya Boresha Kilimo sasa imepata sura mpya. Boresha Kilimo si kipindi tu, bali ni darasa la vitendo kwa wakulima, lengo kuu, mavuno bora na tija kwa jamii.
Na ukikaa nasi basi utaboresha kilimo.
Hapa tutakupakulia maarifa takotia ladha ya kisukari kwenye mazao yako, tukitofautisha punje na mpunga.
Kwani kilimo ndicho huboresha maisha.
Kuanzia maandalizi ya shamba, mbinu za teknolojia ya kisasa hadi sokoni, usikose kutazama Boresha Kilimo.
Ukitaka kujua haya usipime kipimo.
Ungana nami na hodha wako Akida Kasim kila siku ya Jumamosi saa 6:30 mchana na Jumanne asubuhi, nikikuletea shajara kamili za wakulima na suluhisho mashinani.
Kilimo ni nguzo kubwa kwa ujenzi wa taifa. Kwani kilimo ndicho.
The capital of this person as a potential leader within the coming polls. I'm curious, where are the remedies in law and where can they be able to move?
I feel also disappointed as someone who is from the area of supporting human rights.
Msana lugha. Lugha ni zaidi ya maneno. Ndio maana sisi Waswahili kila siku tunaitumia kazini, mitaani, kwenye mapenzi na katika jamii. Jiunge nami Padironga kila Jumapili katika Mawimbi ya Lugha, tukichambua Kiswahili kwa undani, maana yake, mabadiliko yake na nafasi yake katika maisha yetu. Kutoka utambulisho, mapenzi hadi mustakabali wa lugha yetu. Mawimbi ya Lugha kila Jumapili, usikose saa 2.
Ninakukaribisha rasmi kwenye Mitindo ya Kipwani, kipindi kinachokuza utamaduni wa Kipwani, nikikuletea mazungumzo ya moja kwa moja na wataalamu, vyakula vilivyopikwa na kukorombezwa, viungo mwake vya Kipwani, ngoma zetu za asilia za Kimijikenda, bila kusahau tarabu na chakata. Yaani wanawake Uswahilini watakuwa wakinengua na kuzungusha viuno kama panga boy za trekta ndani ya Mitindo ya Kipwani KUTV, ukiletewa moja kwa moja kutoka Salama Bling Beach Resort kila Jumamosi saa 10 jioni na Jumapili saa 4 usiku, ukiwa nami mtamu wako zaidi ya asali. Mimi naitwa Waridi Tamu. Mpenzi mtazamaji, usipitwe na matamu.
Badala ya kutafuta kazi, tunaweza kuanzisha miradi yetu ambayo ingetusaidia kubadilisha maisha ya wazazi wetu.
Kwa vijana wenzangu, wengi hawana kazi, lakini ikiwa sisi wenyewe tutajiamini, tunaweza kujiajiri wenyewe.
Afrika kwa kweli tuna mahitaji ambayo ukiyasuluhisha unaweza kuathiri watu kwenye bara hili
bila uoga. Watu huwa na uzalishaji zaidi, wanajawa na ujasiri, wanakuwa wabunifu na wanakuwa wenye maarifa.
Niliamua kuacha kazi. Hata kama sitafanikiwa, nitakuwa nimejaribu, nitakuwa najua haiwezekani.
Hakuna kitu cha ajabu hapa. Kila anayepata ufanisi hufanya kazi usiku na mchana.
Ni kitu kitakusukuma na kuwezesha kupata maarifa ambayo hukuwa nayo.
Tunajaribu kutengeneza kitu kitakachopita mipaka ya nchi hii.
Ikiwa unataka kubadilisha ulimwengu, anza na nyumbani.
Get ready to embark on a journey into the exciting world of technology as we uncover the latest trends, interview top thought leaders, and dive deep into the world of tech like never before.
Currently, we are facing the challenge in terms of finance. It requires one to move from different counties because we really need a large data set for our model to be more accurate.
In this new and exciting series of the Technovation Show, join me, Yvonne Kimuma, every Monday, 8:30 p.m. for a fun and thrilling experience as we explore the cutting-edge developments, meet visionaries driving change.
Somebody who is in the underground mine doesn't know the presence of that. So there are a lot of gases involved. There is methane, there is carbon monoxide, and there's also hydrogen sulfide. These gases actually, they are very dangerous and they're very toxic.
And discover the endless possibilities of the tech world.
My name is Petri. I'm Associate Professor in the Institute of Philosophy of Jagiellonian University in Krakow, Poland. And I'm the main coordinator of the CAFE project, which is being here hosted by KUTV University.
My name is Auma. I am a project manager in this consortium. Keep watching cutting-edge research at KUTV University Television.
Fashion. It's more than just clothes. It's a statement, a feeling. An art form, a way to express yourself, a reflection of who you are. It's Fashion Diaries. Join me, Ashley Asachi, every Monday from 8 p.m. as we bring you Kenya's latest trends. Imagine fashion designers, glamorous fashion events, runway shows, red carpet events, and so much more. Fashion Diaries, unleashing your inner fashionista.
We know life gets busy, but your well-being is of great importance. At KUTV's Focus on Health, we cut through the clutter, bringing you expert advice to keep you well informed for your well-being and that of your family. Every Thursday, 7:30 p.m., join me, Yvonne Kimuma, as we bring you health and wellness right at home.
up against, Mathare United will play against APS Bomet. Then we have Tusker vs Bidco United. Then Muranga Sales will take on Kakamega Homeboys. Then KCB will battle it out for glory against Bandari. That is in tomorrow's fixtures in the Kenya Premier League, or if you prefer, it is the Kenya Premier League, or rather the Sports Pesa Premier League. And of course, the big match of the weekend will be Gor Mahia against Kenya Police. Then on Monday we have Posta Rangers will be down to action against Sofa Paka. Now, remember, currently the league leaders are Gor Mahia. Of course, they lead with 9 points, and followed by FC Leopards. But FC Leopards have a game in hand, and of course, the pressure now piles on Gor Mahia. They lead by currently 9 points. But of course, should FC Leopards play their game in hand, of course, and they win, then the gap will be now reducing to 6. That's why pressure is piling on Gor Mahia to make sure that they win their tomorrow's match against Kenya Police, who have promised to give Gor a run for their money. And in the remaining fixtures, actually Gor Mahia have a really tough encounter. Remember, they played against FC Leopards, then Kakamega Homeboys, then now they face Kenya Police. As you can see the caliber of their opponent, these are very strong opponent in the Kenya Premier League action. Then their next opponent will be Muranga Seals. Then they will take on Mara Sugar, and of course their last match of the campaign will be against Nairobi United, another very tricky opponent. And of course, everything for Gor is at stake, given the fixtures that they have before they can actually either lift the title or bid bye the title, because it's a very fierce competition between FC Leopards and Gor Mahia. These are the fierce competition between the two, and they are the arch rivals dating back during the heydays when FC used to be FC, and of course Gor was Gor until this particular point. And of course, those are just pretty matches to expect in the Kenya Premier League this weekend. And of course, just a quick look at the table. Currently Gor lead with 64 points. Then they are followed by FC Leopards with 55 points. That is a gap of 9 points. And of course, just like I said, FC Leopards, they have a game in hand, and should they win, now the gap will be reducing to 6 points. And who knows what will happen tomorrow between Kenya Police and Gor. It could be a bad day for Gor, and if it's a bad day for Gor Mahia, then the deficit will now be reducing all the way to 3 points, and that will be piling more pressure on Gor Mahia, and of course it will be denting their title credentials. So everything is at stake, and of course the pressure will be on Kogalo to make sure they march all the way and grab the 3 points to cement their title credential, because at this particular point every match matters and every point counts. And of course, third in the log is Kenya Police, and of course Kenya Police is with 51 points, then followed by Nairobi United at 48 points in fourth place. Then Kakamega Homeboys are fifth with 47 points in that similar manner. And teams that are really facing relegation battles is Sofapaka with only 18 points. Then followed by Bidco United, who have really had a very, very, very bad season this time around. They are second last with 24 points, 5 games without a win. That is the story of Bidco United. Then followed by Kariobangi Sharks with 30 points. And of course, these 3 teams are fighting to actually get out of relegation battle. And of course, he can tell you that the magnitude of pressure that is on Kariobangi Sharks and on Bidco United, and of course on Sofapaka. All right, now that is all. So at this particular point, you want to switch gears to some English Premier League action. Now that is the Kenya Premier League table. As you can see, the pressure on Sofapaka, and of course there Bidco United, Kariobangi Sharks, even Ulinzi Stars kidogo hawayuko safe because the relegation battles bado in our favor. No, set in our favor, but kidogo pia wako at a very dangerous spot. Same case with the Posta Rangers. This Posta Rangers team was a very good team the beginning of the season, even last season, scoring a lot of beautiful games. And of course we are talking about now a team to watch, but you know, each season kuna kwanga tuna wenye ligi momentum ikifika hapo katikati, now tunaanza ku rearrange the table. At a time ulikuwa unapata KCB wana lead the log, sometimes somewhere along the way momentum ikapotea, then wakarudi in their eventual position. That is the story of the Kenya Premier League, where most of the time it's dominated with Gor Mahia, Tusk FC. In recent times tumeona the likes of Kenya Police wakiprove to be a dominant force to be counted in the Kenya Premier League action. Then same case with other teams like Kakamega Homeboys wenye pia kidogo wametry at this particular point. Alright, now we want now to switch focus to the English Premier League, the European football action. And of course, to help us unpack this discussion is my able guest, Fenwick Jematia, a very ardent supporter of Manchester City. Karibu sana.
Asante.
Yeah. Ligi inawapeleka aje nyinyi kama watu wa Manchester City?
We are going through it. But never say never. As I said last time I was here, never say never. Mi bado niko na hopes na timu yangu. Yeah, hata last season Arsenal walitupiga 5-1 na hako beba league. So, yeah, hata sisi that's just like, I don't know, it's a big deal actually. Bado kuna hopes.
But you know, this time round mchezi na Arsenal. So mna compete actually na Arsenal.
Yeah.
And kidogo mlikuwa sawa. You know, on Monday Everton wakaribu the rhythm.
I know, like sijui hata wanafaitia nini. Like relax guys. Say anyone playing against Man City, tulia. Like say the competition is between Arsenal and Man City. So I feel like all the other teams wanafaa at least to back up. Musivunjia Arsenal record ya win league for the first time. Like don't do that guys. Yeah, I feel like just relax. Hata kesho Brentford, we know you are the best. Aki atudanganya nyinyi wakali, but kesho msi show off. Relax. Mcheza na mguu ya left. Mcheza na mguu ya left. Kesho tutaki show off. Everton wali show off sana, but ukawakumbusha sisi ni nani. Yeah.
Well, the title race, if you ask me,
it's gone.
Mi naanza ku believe like maybe inaweza kuwa ni kitu ya Arsenal.
Not really.
Because bado mko na fixtures ngumu.
Nani?
Nyinyi kama
Man City nani ni hatuna big teams.
Nyinyi kama Man City.
Kuna Brentford.
The gap at the summit ni 5. For now.
Yeah.
Ni 5 points.
Yeah.
Still mko na a game in hand.
Yeah.
And who knows?
It will be even 2 today, 2 games in hand.
Who knows? Mkicheza game in hand, nani anajua? Maybe mnaweza pigwa ama mshinde. Either way, sahi naanza ku believe. Na smarties inaweza niuma, lakini kuna chance.
Kwani unatakia sana?
It's up for grab.
Me I feel like, you know, West Ham, nyinyi ndio tunawategemea kesho. Guys, mtaenda relegation. Mimi naongelesha West Ham. Mtaenda relegation kesho, show off. Do all you can because tawalipa guys. West Ham kesho sisi na nyinyi alai.
So,
yeah.
Manchester City fixtures bado lazima mcheze na Aston Villa.
Yeah.
Another pia hiyo ni another tricky team. West Ham pia lazima mcheze na wao na usisahau Bournemouth pia za
Arsenal is
fixtures za Manchester City ndo zinakaa a bit hard than Arsenal.
True. But sasa pia sisi ni wakali, so I feel like though by the Arsenal, okay, acha nisiongee.
So for Arsenal, for Arsenal they'll be playing against Burnley. Actually fixtures Arsenal's zinakaa a bit friendly. They'll play against Burnley, another team that is really struggling. Then watacheza na
West Ham.
watacheza pia na Crystal Palace. For Arsenal wako na easy ride home.
You think so?
Easy ride, and of course the title now is theirs to lose. If as things stands, if Arsenal wins all of their fixtures, one of the champions, regardless of what will happen.
Na sisi tukiwin tutakuwa wote 3 points.
Champions. If Arsenal wins, mulikuwa tie on points, remember? So muka draw. So when mli draw, mukapoteza
2 points.
So kumaanisha Arsenal wao walishinda, wako mbele na 2 points. So sasa hata mkishinda game yenu yote na Arsenal ilishinda yao yote, Arsenal ndio wanabeba ligi.
Wait, sisi tuko 70 points. Tuko na 1 game in hand.
71.
71 plus 3.
Arsenal wako 75.
Oh my god, 76.
76. Na mko na game in hand. So 76, 71. Let's assume mumeshinda hiyo game in hand. Mtakuwa na 74. 74, Arsenal wako na 76. Gap ni 2. Haya, so Arsenal ilikuwa na 76 na nyinyi mko na 74. To assume mshinde game zenyu zote. Arsenal washinde yao yote. Bingwa ni nani?
Arsenal. By the uski, my math was so bad. I knew what tutaishia 83 points.
Na sasa now you see, sasa unaanza now ku dream that Arsenal for the first time after a very long time, chances ni wanaweza shinda.
By the way, it's so high.
So English Premier League for Arsenal is the dream
than Champions League.
But UEFA Champions League wanna stand a chance also.
No,
they do.
PSG.
Arsenal stand a chance in the UEFA Champions League. You know, finals inakwanga very tricky, very unpredictable, and you don't know your time Arsenal it approach at your game. Now you see, so if Arsenal waende na mentality, of course PSG wezi defend against. The only mistake yenye Arsenal inaweza fanya ni kudefend. For right now they play a very defensive game. They score a very slim margin, like 1 goal they defend, na inaisha hivyo. But that mentality, kuna teams hawezi chezea na that mentality. A team like Manchester United hawezi chezea na that mentality. Same case a team like PSG. Hata kama wangemeet Bayern is not a team yenye utaichezea na mentality ya unacheza defensive, because wao wata disrupt the rhythm yenyu, and they have people with good dribbling skills. So chances ni, if I can't score, chances ni utanifault kwa box, and that is a penalty. Now you see. But anyway, tutaongea about Champions League. Unaweza taka kusikia sana wewe your opinion on that. Now, Chelsea Liverpool currently 1-1.
Of course, we all know it. Liverpool, obviously. Like, you've lost 5 of your matches yote, like it's a no-brainer. Si kwa ubaya, I know you're a Chelsea fan, but surely tuambiane ukweli. Yeah, of course, that's a good.
Wewe hata uoni the fact that tuko 1-1.
Ni hiyo tu.
Na tuko away.
I know, but still Anfield mtapiga Liverpool.
Sasa the fact that tumefunga na ni Anfield inakuonyesha like we tuko na
very. Sasa Liverpool side dressing room wamejam vibaya sana. Tuko on a very upward trajectory. Alafu mimi sahi Anfield si place yenye unaweza niambia ati ni mahali utaenda alafu uambiwe you will never walk alone. Anfield unaweza enda na upige Liverpool na walk alone huko. I don't think Liverpool home ni ngumu.
How many teams wameenda Anfield wakapiga Liverpool?
Sisi.
Nyenye.
Man U? I don't know. Nia mwezi. PSG.
Hatuwezi na tusha score.
Hiyo tu ni ile kuangukia ni God. Ni ile tu kuwadanganya kuwapea hope sana.
Wewe unaongea kama hater, but ni sawa. Prediction yako?
3-1 for Liverpool.
3-1.
In favor of Liverpool. Yeah.
Sasa nani pale Liverpool yenye unadhani ako na uwezo wa kufunga 3 goals kwa game tight kama hii wenye wameshindwa kufunga those 3 goals kwa other big games. Na usisahau last season, no, not last season, this particular season, first leg tulicheza na wao. Then tukawapiga the dying stages of the game. Na Estavao, very young player.
Yeah.
Kitu lovely, kitu moto, fantastic. Ulicheck hiyo kitu?
Yeah, I remember.
So you tell me, because Liverpool kwa the big games, I'm sorry to say, lakini wamefumble a lot.
But sasa, okay, me I think though, nyinyi lose psych.
Yeah.
I can say that. So even, what are you fighting for?
No, we are fighting that at least, kama tuwezi cheza Champions League, okay, sorry.
I'm the boy though, like.
Okay, wajana Champions League. Kama tuwezi cheza Europa League, at least tucheze Europa Conference League. Do tubebe cup next season, because we are a winning team. Na tujaenda season bila kubeba kitu. Nataka kuargue about that.
No, but I was so shocked by your performance this season. Honestly, because I think at some point this season tulikuwa number 2, mlikuwa mbele yetu.
Na tuko on a break.
In break ya how long?
Better days are coming.
Muambiane hivyo kama na Arsenal ndo tushinde tukwambie nyinyi next season kama Netflix. Don't do that, guys.
Anyway, so
ama nani aliwaharibia hiyo? Okay, let me not talk.
No, yani in Chelsea nikianza kukuambia the story of Chelsea, my sister, itabidi to shed a lot of tears. You get?
It's very emotional.
It's very emotional. What? Very emotional. As you can see, on a normal days unaweza nipata nikiwa very jovial. Lakini today I'm trying my best.
Baby, I'm sorry.
Because this team really break our hearts.
Tanulia marafiki yake.
Sijali, lakini we'll be strong. Through your prayers, we'll be strong. But this is what is affecting Chelsea. The change of coach will disrupt the rhythm. And kulikuwa na, I think kwa Chelsea dressing room kulikuwa pia na ego. So if you want to craft a team, then I think the best style to use is the style that PSG coach Luis Enrique used. Akikuja PSG, kitu yenye alifanya ya kwanza, I'll dismantle the ego
between the players.
Like for him, no player is bigger than the club.
Oh, okay.
All the players when you're gonna feel like wao ndo the bigger than the club, aliwa release. Mbappe. Your time the likes of Neymar, Messi, wote wakaenda. Akabaki na team yenye haina superstars, because ukiangalia kwa team kama PSG, all of those big names, maybe except from Dembele, lakini akabuild a machine that is able to compete.
But what would you do
Zero
that as
ego.
a coach?
No, because as a coach,
that's risking.
A coach is the architect.
Nikupe example, wewe uende shule sai form 4, utoe your best performing students and you want to win in that school. How?
Sasa nikuulize, wewe kama mwalimu, uko na your best performing student.
Yes.
Lakini mraibu madawa za kulevya.
I'm here for the performance.
Akona tabia mbaya. Hakusikizi. Ana feel because ana perform. Ako bigger or better than you. So una prefer nani? Average student mwenye ana pay attention na anakurespect, ama a performer mwenye akona ego?
In my opinion, wacha tu niende na performer.
So many clubs wana deal na wana prefer like a player with ego. Ukikuja a team like Manchester United, don't be fooled with the success story inako nayo sahi. Manchester United before, how many coaches wamekuja wakienda?
Wengi.
Ushaijua the reason why coaches wanaenda?
Poor performance.
Okay, poor performance, but that poor performance ililetwa na nini?
Si coach kuonea players.
So it's player when you wanna gang up against
the coach
because they feel like they are bigger than.
But they are. So ndo wamemake jina ya club.
Now you see, for a team they perform, lazima coach akwe under control. So the problem ili happen Manchester United because seti players ndo abaya ama team ndo mbaya, because ingekuwa team ndo mbaya sahi Michael Carrick angekuwa bado anapigwa kama ingekuwa form ndo mbaya, lakini since a takeover, in fact hata ukimrank yeye ndo the best coach
Right now?
Yeah, since I take over.
Foreign?
Yeah.
Oh, kwa Manu.
Kwa Manu.
Oh, yeah,
No, in terms of general performance.
Oh.
Yeah, they're the best. In fact, kama tungekuwa tuna rate the season according to now
The best
time yenye alichukua yenda na lead.
True. Very true, 100%.
So, what does it tells you?
I don't know. Okay, I think even the coach is not bigger than the players though. You have to work together.
And the player now, for a successful club, lazima dismantle
ego. What if coach akona ego?
No, the coach can never.
Si Amorim alitoa nani Rashford. Ni Rashford. Alikuwa na bench. Sasa hiyo
it's because of the ego. As a coach lazima ukuwe na a system where like wewe you allowed to work according to your philosophy and the structures that you bring, because at the end of the day if a team does not perform, you as a coach will be blamed. So you need to have players that will adapt to your system and will listen to you. So hiyo ndio kitu yenye happen Chelsea, especially with the outgoing coach.
So
kulikuwa na revolt. A lot of players will feel like Enzo Maresca hakuwa anafaa kuenda. So this coach mwenye aliletwa hakuwa na ile goodwill ya players.
Yeah.
So that is the story of Chelsea. That is what is happening.
But sasa na mki underperform. How is it? Si pia nyinyi na affect as the team, as the players. Like you are losing to frustrate coach or what?
For players they don't care.
What?
Because whose job is at stake?
Pia yenu.
No,
like,
two things is at stake.
Okay.
And your players wanajua like they can really pinch you on. Kitu ya kwanza is the coach. Another thing, the image of the club.
Yes.
Yeah. If the coach is bad, if the player feels that the coach is bad, they will punish the coach and they will punish the club. So the players punish the coach, the fans punish the club. Because wanaona hizi football clubs, it's a business venture. So ukiwa na let's say matches like maybe unaweza pata the turnout, maybe Chelsea supporters when you travel London to Liverpool maybe ime reduce because ile frustration una feel like so mimi naenda kuwatch game lakini nitapigwa, but kuna wale die-hard fans like come rain come sunshine by all means lazima wakue huko because they bleed blue. But kuna wale wenye they will judge you based on standards, and if you serve them substandard they'll actually walk away. Now you see, so Chelsea is a great team with great players, quality players in fact, and a team that is able to compete. But there is something that is happening in Chelsea that in effect mostly the players want to try to send a message to the board,
losing all those matches to send a message
for the board
all those
because
matches.
Of the structure of the team.
Nikuulize as a player, kwani we ku lose match haiku affect
it
your
doesn't
ratings?
Okay, wacha ni put it clearly ndo uipate. Let's say for a player, let's say wewe uko employed to work in a certain company, so the word is employed, sindio? Even for players.
Wait, before you tell me that, acha nikuulize, say let's say I'm a player for Chelsea and I'm aiming to play for Man City. Nita underperform ndo Man City wanichukue, say nita shine?
No, it's the good book says a light even ukichukua blanketi na uifunike hivi bado itashine.
Ona Garnacho, what is he doing now?
So nakwambia good player bado atashine in as much as hata kama achezi. Because the point ni analogy yangu ya the employer and of course the company is the company, first of all, if you employ me to work for you, for me the only thing that interests me mostly is the salary. Is the salary as the employee. It's the salary. So sometimes I might work with passion because I want promotion and I want to advance my career. But if the company is not doing well, or if the company does not consider the interest of the employees can decide to even revolt. At the end of the day, it does not affect them because the company is not theirs. For them, they are just employees.
Okay, let me counter you. You said hakuna player bigger than the club.
Yeah.
Right, so nyi wate mkistrike, so the club can chuja you guys.
Well, the players are protected with contracts.
So are you underperforming
So
then?
if you decide to terminate my contract, you have to pay me plus bonuses.
Na venye Chelsea inatoanga ma players bila kutaka kujua.
Now you see the way when is vitu ni very complex. I get. So that is the story of Chelsea.
No,
for me I refuse to believe. I refuse to believe that Chelsea may drop in form. Maybe what I know like whatever is happening in Chelsea, hiyo it's a message on a try.
Then kama ni hiyo mbona mnaingianga field tume your worst players.
Anyway, twende kazi. Wewe unajua wewe utataka kuamini tu. Wewe najua wewe ni fan wa
It's not making sense.
Wa Manchester City.
Yes.
Wa Manchester City.
Yeah.
By the ukitaka ujue what I'm saying na make sense. For now it makes sense for you and for many. Goja next season. See, to go out we are hunting for a coach.
Yeah.
As long as a coach akikam na first of all akwe accepted na players, then the players will now start playing for the badge. Maget same naweza kurudisha tu to the analogy of the company. If you pay me well, remunerations, you take care of my welfare, umenipatia kila kitu including SHA nini, travel allowance, house allowance, mimi naweza sema my employer, for better for worse, I will die with you. I will do my best to make sure the company thrive because niko na the best environment, I have the best employer, and the only thing I can do for my employer is to make sure like I give my 100%. And that's why sometimes unapatanga like players wanajituma ile extra because they know the only thing that they lack, in fact, maybe too, is luck itself. Lakini everything wako nayo, the support from the team, the technical bench, kila kitu. So hiyo ndio inaleta that one.
But also, let me counter you. As the best, if you are so good at what you're doing, and then you start underperforming, mimi kama employer, why would I invest in you then? Like, you're not giving me results.
So, my idea, sister, that is the sad story, the sad reality of the modern life. Anyway, now, prediction yako ya Arsenal versus West Ham?
That's a hard prediction. We all know the truth, but acha nikwe zangu jaba. 2-1 in favor of West Ham.
Anyewe inakaa jaba.
Ni jaba, but never say never. Yeah. West Ham fight for relegation, guys. Mtaenda relegation. Zuri mimi nishawaambia. Yeah.
Okay, at this point, jua, mimi, I want you to know like, mimi supporting Arsenal.
Tangu nikuja hapa uko tu Arsenal.
No, si support Arsenal. Lakini leo nataka nikuwe very sober na hii si jaba. For the interest ya wale nye maybe wana follow this na wanaweza taka kuinvest.
Yeah.
Guys, ushaifika Canaan hivi. Umeona this is the promised land.
Yeah.
In fact, Moses asharusha fimbo. Maji
imeshatengana
ya hii barabara.
Yeah.
Nini ninakushinda kutembea kwa hiyo barabara?
Si umechoka? What else? Au wengine nyinyi mwanza kuchoka saa wengine wako na nguvu kwa shinda. Maybe so many things, guys.
No, mimi I'm telling you. Kama kuna season ya Arsenal
ni
hii. Na Manchester City ingepiga Everton.
Yeah.
Trust me. Sasa tungekuwa tunasema hii ni kitu 50-50. But for now.
Yeah.
Na unajua games zimebaki ngapi by the way?
Yetu 4, Arsenal 3. Wacha nikwambie, were you expecting Everton ipige Man City?
For that one, Everton ni team yenye wewe ina frustrate any team. Everton ni team yenye ilikuwa na red card ikapiga Manchester United, si ndio?
But
Everton ni team yenye ilipiga Chelsea. Everton ni team yenye bado ili frustrate Manchester City. Everton this season is a strong team. Hiyo ni team yenye hatuwezi overlook. Same case na Bournemouth. Bournemouth ikicheza na Manchester City, and wewe you know the reason why mulinunua Semenyo, it's because aliwa frustrate.
It was a good
player mwenye aliwa frustrate. Because a club like Manchester City amtakangi kuona quality players, mkiwaona mnataka wakuwe wengi. Lakini Everton iliwafunza something. Remember, the same Everton, not Everton, Bournemouth ndo mna meet na wao.
Yeah.
Na bado watu wa frustrate.
Nani?
Bournemouth.
nana tushtua huko. Maybe Brentford, you can say Brentford. Brentford forward. Hey, Brentford for us are scary. Yeah, Bournemouth na one.
Alafu mkifambo li Arsenal unajua sherehe wanaanza kupiga. Cause unaona iko hivi. Mkipigwa leo. Arsenal hata
wacha kusema hivyo.
Arsenal hata ukweli inauma.
Usiseme hivyo.
Arsenal hata ifai kungoja.
Mbona uko sure Arsenal wana win zote?
In fact, those guys wameanza kushona kitenge.
Arsenal.
Mkipigwa tu leo.
Kuna time tulikuwa 61 points, walikuwa 70. Tulikuja tukawapata 70. It's not a shock. So I don't know why. Unaona venye Everton ilishtushtua. West Ham may do it, Burnley may do it. Wanacheza na Aston Villa? No, Crystal Palace.
Nyinyi ndo mnacheza na Aston Villa.
Yeah, Arsenal Crystal Palace pia inaweza wapiga. It's not like sure bet.
So sahi guys, kama wewe ni Arsenal fan, anza tu kushona suti.
Mshone ya Champions League. Hiyo na
tafuteni
hivi.
Tafuteni tickets.
Yeah, EPL.
Waende wa celebrate.
Maju, waende vacation for Champions League.
Wanaweza hata fundraise.
But do you know, imagine if Arsenal are to win Champions League and EPL. Yeah, that'd be so crazy.
Ni ndoto. Wanaweza pata moja wakose moja.
Sema wenye anapata gani? Your prediction today.
My prediction today.
Yeah.
I've been challenged. Arsenal will lift the title. Lakini Champions League itaenda kwa PSG. Manchester City, the best wanaweza shinda ni Carabao.
Na
FA will go to Chelsea.
Chelsea wa gani?
Nishafunga.
Chelsea FA.
Your closing remarks.
Okay, so mimi naweza sema tu, never say never by the way. Mimi niko team Man City hadi 24th May 2026 and we're going to win guys. Trust me on this one. Hii ligi ni yetu, niliwaambia last time. Champions League ni ya Arsenal, hata kama PSG ni wakali, Champions League ni Arsenal. Na mimi Kenya naweza ambia any team Kenya inacheza na Man City sai, relax. Usishow off, like tuachie tu. Tutawaachia next season. Otherwise, bye. It's been me, Fenix, and I've enjoyed being here. Bye.
All right. Okay. Wacha niseme ni jaba lakini ni sawa tu. Anyway, so it's a wrap. Many thanks for the men and women behind the scene for keeping us a company in the last 1 hour and 58 minutes or so. My good name is Auma Evans. This has been On The Sport Show. Until next time, you have a lovely weekend. And as always, God bless you.